Introduction to web technologies. So what is this introduction to web technologies? Anyone is having an idea on web technology like HTML? So any other things that we have in the market? No idea? Okay, let it be. So web technologies, it is nothing but it is all about, we can say, UI UX designing part. So whatever the thing that you are seeing on the screen, you are going to see the screen in a very, you want to see that particular screen with very good look and feel like you need to have some proper colors. You need, it should be in a eye contact, font style should be good, font size should be good, everything will be under this UI part only. But whatever the fields that you are seeing on the screen, whatever the fields that you are seeing on the screen, those fields will be created by the UI designing people, or the person who is having knowledge on web technologies concept. Based on the requirements from the client, they are going to design the fields which are on that particular web page. To create that fields and everything, they are going to use one language called HTML. Is this the only language that we can go ahead with web technologies concept? No, we have so many technologies in the market, so many languages in the market, but out of that we are going to use HTML or XML or CSS or XPath or DOM for our reference in Selenium WebDriver. For our reference in Selenium WebDriver. So what is the concept of HTML? HTML means hypertext markup language. HTML means hypertext markup language. So for example, this is one HTML page. This is one HTML page. If you want to click on something, this is one HTML. This is one link where you are going to click on something. Means everything will be in a HTML format. Everything will be in a HTML format. The script or the page will be designed in such a way that you can access based on the HTML technology. So XML, XPath, CSS, DOM. So where we can see all these things. Where we can see all these things. HTML and XML. HTML means hypertext markup language. XML means extensible markup language. XML means extensible markup language. But I want to show you what is this CSS and what is this XPath and what is this DOM. But I don't know whether this particular field is having all these things or not. But let us see. Okay. So XPath. First thing is XPath here. XPath is nothing but the path where the field has been located on the web page. The field has been located on the web page. The path where the field is being located on the web page is nothing but XPath. Is nothing but XPath. This XPath is of two types. So what is this XPath means? Suppose this is the screen. I want to click on back to home button. I want to click on back to home button. So XPath defines that where this back to home button has been located on this web page. How many centimeters on x-axis and how many centimeters on y-axis. In terms of arithmetic way, we can say that how many units in x-axis and how many units in y-axis, right? So on, if you want to click on that particular button, where this button has been located on that particular web page is the concept of XPath. This XPath is of two types. One is absolute XPath. Second one is relevant XPath. Absolute XPath is nothing but accurate thing. So if I want to click on back to home, I want to get the accurate XPath of that particular button. What is absolute XPath? Sorry, relevant XPath. Relevant is nothing but simply we can say approximately. Approximately. Absolute means accurate thing. Relevant means it is relevant to some other fields what we have been on that screen. So do we have any other buttons in this particular line? No. So if you want to click on this one, you can go with absolute XPath or else relevant XPath based on the implementation of HTML in this particular web page, based on the implementation in this particular web page. But remember that at least one thing will be there. It may be XPath or it may be name or it may be class name or anything, but the permanent thing is always XPath, which is unique to each and every field. Did you understand what I am saying? Suppose if I want to click on sign off button, the XPath of this sign off button is different. If I want to click on this one, the XPath of this button is different. So if I want to click on this one, the XPath of this particular button is different. Like that, if you want to operate something, every XPath will be different based on the links or buttons or fields, whatever the things that you have on this web page. On this web page. So this is nothing but the concept of HTML. Don't get confused here. This button may have name or class name or CSS or DOM or XPath, anything. But remember that every field or every object on this web page will have XPath. Will have XPath. Remaining things, no need to worry about that. It may or may not. It may or may not. So any questions in this? I hope everyone will get time to practice this one so that they'll get some idea on what we need to perform in the Selenium IDE. My suggestion is in your real time use Selenium IDE. It will not impact on anything else. It will not impact on your system. So usage of Selenium IDE is very important in automation testing point of view when you are automating an application using Selenium